YouTube, welcome in. It is now time for episode 9 of Ecks Squad Talk Show. I'm X, here with Austin
What's up?
and Stevo.
What's up, guys?
And we're going to start off this week with Stevo's question, because he wasn't here last week. So we're going to start off with his question of which which WWE superstar's title reign was too short and should have been longer. Let's do it differently this week. We'll let Steve-O go last because it is his question. So I will go first this time. I'm gonna have to go with Andre the Giant. His few minutes, one day, whatever it was, title run. When he handed it off to the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. I feel like it was a great storyline, and Ted DiBiase should have ended up with the title. He should have had a run with it. But that's neither here nor there. Andre the Giant, his title run should have been much longer than a few moments. I mean, if anybody disagrees, write in the comments down below why. Or if Austin or Steve-O disagree.
I do think that's a great choice, and my biggest issue with that particular title change was always the fact that it turned the WWE Championship, this prestigious belt, the top of the mountain in WWE, into a prop. Like it's literally just a storytelling device. It's the diamond in a heist movie, where the diamond itself isn't important. It's just there to motivate people, and that the title should never be treated like that. It takes away from the prestige. It takes away from the importance of it. My answer, and I think this is a question that there are so many great answers that you can have due to either just poor booking or because of injuries. But there is a correct answer, and that's my answer, and that is Rey Mysterio's 2-hour title reign with the WWE Championship in 2011. That was during the CM Punk storyline where he walked out with the belt. They have the big tournament, and Ray wins it, and it's such a huge thing. And then in comes John Cena for to go talk to his best friend Ray and talk about how he really deserves that title shot. And for some reason, Ray's dumbass gave it to him. And so, a star that had done so much for the company for so long, been one of the most popular guys on the roster for his entire tenure, Rey Mysterio, he just gets a 2-hour reign that is honestly, I just found insulting. I thought he deserved so much better.
Nice.
I can't disagree with that. Kind of reminds me of another title run, but this has nothing to do with Yokozuna and Hogan and Brett. But Steve, on to your question for your own your own question, not your own answer.
Yeah, well, actually, I was going to agree with you because I do believe that Andre the Giant's title reign was too short. Even though, like Austin said, I do agree with him how they took the most prestigious belt in wrestling and turned it into a freaking prop. Yeah, no, I mean, no, I don't like the way it went. But I do agree with you. I do agree that Andre's, I forget, I think you're right, a day and whatever, but I have to look it up. But yeah, I think Andre's title run was the shortest one.
It was the shortest, and it should have been longer. I think it was back in 1988.
Yeah, I think it was 88. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I believe it was in 1980. But
which
yeah,
happened to be the same year I became a brother. But that has nothing to do with anything. Andre the Giant and Rey Mysterio both had short runs. Both deserved better. Now we're going to move on to my question, because there's no doubt in my mind that Austin's question deserves to be the main event of this episode.
oh yeah.
But my question was the greatest commentary team of wrestling. I'm gonna kick it over to Austin for his answer first.
All right, I've got to go with a classic on this one. It's hard to do much better than Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan. They were the voice of an entire generation of wrestling. So many iconic calls, so many iconic moments. And to me, they really just exemplified how your play by play guy, which Gorilla Monsoon was not an amazing play by play commentator, but he showed that sometimes the play by play guy, his most important job is setting up for the color commentator to really tell the story. That, yelling out 100 different moves in 5 minutes is a big part of why wrestling commentating is so important. But that doesn't work when it's just like, oh, snap suplex into Hurricane Rana, into this, into that. That means
Yeah.
nothing if you can't tell a good story with it. And that's why those two worked so well together.
I'll agree with that 100%.
I'll go next.
Yep.
Like I said, I love Austin's pick. I gotta say, absolutely agree with him. For me, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna go with Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler. I thought that those two made a great commentary team. And I mean, how can you not love Jerry Lawler? I mean, he's just a comedian on and off the mic, on the headset, off the headset. He's just a funny bastard all around. I mean, and he brought out the hilarious part of that commentary team. And then Jim Ross brought out, the stone cold, he'll always go down for that. Always go down for that. So yeah, in my opinion, I got to go with Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler.
That's a great pick as well. I'm gonna have to say, Steve-O, your pick of the Attitude Era, JI and Jerry Lawler is my second. But my first, for me, no matter what, it had to be Gorilla Monsoon. But it was a toss up for me between Jesse Ventura and Bobby Heenan because
Okay.
like they just went so well, and just the passion I heard with Gorilla Monsoon, and especially looking at the dude, you wouldn't think that he would sound like that. Like he
Yeah,
had
exactly.
he had a great voice. His calls were always great. But I will have to. I'm actually gonna have to agree with Austin on this one, because that was my answer as pretty much as soon as I asked the question. I was like, okay, yeah, this is definitely my answer. Jesse Ventura was in the mix, but it's definitely Heenan. It's definitely Monsoon and Heenan. Uh, as you said, that their back and forths were just unmatched. And I disagree with you on one thing, Austin. I do think that Gorilla Monsoon was the best play by play. Jim Ross close second. I kind of Vince was hit or miss. Vince was hit or miss. Michael Cole, his longevity has made him climb up the ladder, but all in all, Gorilla Monsoon, my favorite play by play commentator. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, and I mean no disrespect to the legend. He is amazing. I mean, you've got to be great at your job to get an actual position named after yourself.
That
Like that's how good Gorilla Monsoon was.
Oh yeah.
I just think compared to a lot of the more modern guys, I think it's just he is very much of his era, and the play-by-play sort of the style has changed over the years.
agreed. Agreed. The style has definitely changed. Just Gorilla Monsoon just calling everything like, oh, the trapezius area. He's working on the
Oh,
trapezius area, and just calling out all of the muscle groups. I think just it made it more real. I think that's
oh,
what
it did.
I think that's what I liked most about Gorilla.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, the idea, just the picture of Gorilla and Bobby the Brain Heenan just calling a modern like super flippy match is so wonderful to me because I could just imagine both of them at various points just being like, "Yeah, I have no clue what just happened." One guy went airborne, and then the other guy got. Yeah, okay, cool. Arm drag. I know that.
Yeah,
Yeah. That
yeah.
the sport has evolved past them. I will say
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Now we didn't spend a lot of time on either one of those questions. However, we're pretty much on to the main event now. But for the viewers, if you feel like you've missed an episode of the Ecks Squad Talk Show, there is a playlist on the channel. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share all of the videos you watch on this channel, on Steve-O's channel whenever he decides to upload. Austin doesn't upload.
Yeah, I gotta
And
upload. I
even though
know.
he's not here, Rockstar as well. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to his channel. But on to the main event. Austin's question from last week of who is it? Who do you want or who do you think?
So the way that I'm framing this is realistically, in the realm of realism, who do you want your team to draft? So
Okay.
you can't say like, oh, we're going to trade up for number one and take Fernando Mendoza, even though I don't think any of our teams would, just because it's not a position of need for any of us.
Yeah, no.
But
No.
realistically,
Maybe Rockstar.
around the position that you're at, who would you want your team to take?
Okay, cool.
And I'll let Steve go first on this one.
So I gotta say, like, I know we probably have no chance in hell of getting this guy because of where we'll probably be in the draft for the pick. But I mean, I gotta say, like, I watched a lot of the combine this year, and I gotta say, like, the guy that really stood out for me was Jennings Bunker, offensive lineman. I would love to see the Patriots pick up this offensive lineman because don't get me wrong. I mean, Campbell did a good job, during the season and everything like that. He had a bunch of mishaps after the injury. When he came back from that injury, he was kind of off. He wasn't protecting May as much as he was during the regular season. And I think he needs a little bit more help. And as much as, like I said, I'd love to get this guy, I don't think we have a chance in hell. But yeah, my pick would have to be Jennings Bunker because that man, from what I saw throughout the combine from this guy, he outshined all the other offensive linemen. I mean, this guy was like, and his mullet is just freaking hilarious. I love it, man. I love it. I absolutely love it. And yeah, my pick. That's my pick right there. That's who I would love my team to get.
Well, I
It's
mean,
the mullet's aerodynamic. It
Oh
it
yeah,
helps with
absolutely.
helps him get where he's going.
Yeah,
for offensive line, I mean, you have 5 offensive linemen, so even Will Campbell being one of the good ones, this dude could be the right tackle or the left tackle, whichever one Campbell doesn't play, or the guard or center.
yeah,
I think,
I also think just because offensive line isn't like a premium, like super star-studded position, I think there is a decent chance that he would fall to you guys because I'm not sure. There's a lot of people that I know do need to take offensive line in this draft, but I don't know how many
yeah,
people are going to want to take it in the first round.
yeah. I mean, I would love to get him. I mean, I hope we do. It would help out. It would help out. You could even, learn other positions for the offensive line to help out. But I mean, May needs a little bit more protection.
yeah,
Like in the playoffs, he was shaking up bad. He was shaking bad, and he got his ass handed to him in the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna lie, he did. He got his ass handed to him. He did not have the protection that he needed.
yeah, him being always on the run kind of reminds me of my quarterback of Joe Burrow, always being on the run. We definitely need offensive line as well, but I personally don't know how to scout offensive line. Like I don't know how to look at them and be like, oh, okay, this guy's good. But I did go to Chat GPT and ask them who the top defenders were going into the draft, and then I went through and I watched highlights of those defenders because I know the Bengals need defense as well. And David Bailey out of Texas Tech is one
Okay.
of the greatest players I've ever seen. Like this dude he's got amazing anticipation, great pass rusher, could be a very could be a uh great person to put in place of Trey Hendrickson, who we are letting go, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't, however, think that he's going to be available at number 10. I would love to. I would love to see David Bailey. I want to. I want to start collecting his cards. Um, so I think we're going to end up with Ruben Bain Jr., the edge out of Miami. Um, he's got really good block shed and pursuit. What I do like is he goes for the wrap up instead of the big hit. Because
Okay.
I've seen way too many, especially Bengals defenders, trying to get the big hit and just getting tossed aside, and then they
Well,
make
miss a
big
tackle,
plays. Yeah, exactly.
you
Miss the
know?
tackle because either they're getting tossed aside or they get juked out. Um,
Yeah.
I even looked at mock drafts and David Bailey. Let's go back to him for a moment. Bengal on YouTube says that he thinks he's going to go number 4 to the Titans. CBS and Pro Football Focus both say he's going to go number 2 to the Jets. So that's going to suck for you guys, for the Patriots. But Bengal has Ruben Bain going to the Jets at number 2, and CBS says that he's going to the Bengals. Thank you, CBS. We'll take him. And Pro Football Focus has him going to the Commanders at number 7. I am not concerned about his 31-inch reach. Just because you got short arms does not mean you can't get under somebody's arms or go through them.
Exactly.
He's going to be able to block shed. He's going to be able to go down the field, get the sacks, stop people in the backfield. So my answer is going to end up being Ruben Bain Jr. I would love to have David Bailey, but I think it's going to be Ruben Bain Jr.
Ruben Bain Jr. is a great prospect, and the way people are talking about his arms means that realistically, I could see him sliding to you guys. But I know this is high praise, and let's hold our horses. But hearing the way people are talking about him reminds me a lot of a certain defender that my beloved team had, which coming out of college, them saying like, "Oh, he's got good block shedding, he's got good, he's got like really good stats, but he's kind of undersized." And that guy was Aaron Donald. I don't think we're ever going to get another Aaron Donald, but a lot of this sounds very familiar to what we've heard before, with them saying like, "Oh, this guy's undersized. Oh, this guy's got short arms." Like when you got that dog in you, sometimes you don't need long arms. Yes, sir. All right, now my pick. All righty. So the Los Angeles Rams traded away one of our first, so I got to cross off one of my answers. And that trade actually did a lot to change how I was viewing this. So thanks for doing it in this week, Les Need. Much appreciated. Because originally I was drafting us to take Mansour Delane, cornerback out of LSU, at number 13. Addressed one of our biggest issues, our biggest need in the offseason was going to be locking up our secondary and actually getting good blocking or good defenders in those positions. But with Trent McDuffie now on the Rams and being that lockdown corner, I feel a lot more confident saying that at number 13, I want the Los Angeles Rams to take Makai Lemon, wide receiver out of USC.
Nice.
So you watch his tape, and that guy is a dog. He plays such a physical style, such just get the ball under any circumstances, great hands. and you watch the way that he plays, and it's like he was made in a lab to play under a Sean McVay offense. Just there's shades of Puka there, there's shades of Devontae, there's shades of old Robert Woods with the way that he plays. And a lot of what you're hearing right now is people saying that he bombed interviews, which we will never know if he bombed interviews because the teams aren't going to come out and say, yeah, this guy sucked. But having grown up in Southern California, the way that he talked to the press and everything like that, it just makes it clear to me that so many people have never talked to somebody from Southern California. That's just a SoCal dude. I grew up with so many people that were exactly like him. He grew up in Westminster. I grew up in Garden Grove. Like, I saw people like him every single day. So, I'm not worried about personality concerns. If you actually look at his history, he's never had issues with discipline in college. So, I think that's going to be a lot of smoke. And I'm hoping it works in our favor and he slides past people that have those character concerns.
Nice.
Yeah, character concerns. Ironically, before we started recording, we were talking about Quay Walker and his character concerns. Um, but yeah, Lemon, he sounds pretty good. I personally have not watched any of his footage because I mean I've done more
I saw him.
research. I've done more research, done more studying on this one question than I remember doing at all in high school or middle school or anything for anything. So thank you, Austin, for opening my brain. And what were you about to say, Austin? Steve?
I was going to say I've seen him play for LSU when he was at LSU. He Austin is right. He is a beast. He is aggressive. This guy will get the ball by any means necessary. He's absolutely right. He's got shades of Nakua. Absolutely, I see that. Adams, yeah, definitely. And Woods, like Austin explained earlier, yeah, I can see that happening. But like Austin said about the certain teams with the characteristics and everything like that, yeah, it'd be nice to see him slide down and then Los Angeles steal him.
Also, on the note of character concerns, thank you for the 13th pick, Falcons. How's that working out for you?
Who'd they get in that
I
trade?
don't. James Pierce Jr.,
Ooh,
who's currently in prison.
ooh.
Well, I don't know. He may have made bail. But no, he. I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to hear from his lawyer. But no, we thank them kindly for the 13th pick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Lucky number 13, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you all for joining us this week. Once again, there's a playlist on the channel if you want to catch up. For Austin and Stevo, I'm going to say thanks for joining and comment down below, subscribe, share, all the like the video, all the usual YouTube normalities. And I got a couple cats
Show
fighting
the
in the
love.
background
Show
here.
the
Hit the notify
show
bell.
the-
Absolutely. And
Oh, by the way, before we go, I gotta say I watched your Elimination Chamber review over there on your channel, and yeah, as far as I'm concerned, at WrestleMania, OTC,
absolutely.
OTC, absolutely,
Absolutely. Him over Punk almost any day.
absolutely.
But we'll see you in the next one.
Haters.
Have a good one, guys.